Hello, it's AliMECH. In today's video, we're gonna be checking front suspension after having accident if you lose control and hit the sidewalk. So this car been hit from the back and lost control, and then hit the front right wheel to the sidewalk, and now the steering wheel not centered and the wheel slightly went backward. We also got some more damages with the bumper, but we will be focusing on fixing suspension, which is the important part. So let's go ahead and jack up the car and put it on a jack stand and remove the wheel. The reason I'm doing this video is to show you where is the weak point will get damaged first when you have accident like this, so you have a good idea even if you take your car to the dealer. Alright, the wheel is off, let's turn the steering wheel. The first thing I can notice, the lower control arm bended, twisted backward and made the sway bar link end hit the axle, which was making grinding sound in the hard turns. I also checked the other parts of suspension and they were all fine. So the weak point will be lower control arm. When we replace the lower control arm, it comes with new ball joint and new bushings. So any of these are damaged, we don't have any problem. So for removing lower control arm, we need to undo this 70mm bolt for front bushing and this 70mm bolt for back bushing, and then the 40mm for ball joint. These bolts has never been removed from factory. So I'm gonna be spraying some WD-40 to make removing job easier, even though I will be using impact gun, but it will keep the thread safe from damaging. Alright, the lower control arms out. If you look at them side by side, we can clearly see that it's been bended, and if you wanna make sure, use a leveling tool or a ruler. The new control arm sits flush with the leveling bar, but the old one not sitting flush with the control arm, and there is a big gap between control arm and leveling tool. So that is a good indication to know that we have a damaged lower control arm before replacing. So we're gonna put the new control arm back just like we remove it. The only problem you will face, putting the ball joint shaft back. A simple trick for putting the ball joint shaft back is to use the jack and gently jack from ball joint without using hammer. Now we can put the 40mm bolt back and then torque all the 3 bolts to the factory spec. The sway bar link is far away from the axle now comparing how it was before. Let's put the wheel back and lower the car. Many people says that impact gun will damage the bolt or a nut, but I always hand tie the bolt or a nut and then use power tool, and my power tool on lowest setting, so it's not over tightening any bolt. That's why I always torque the bolt after using impact gun. Alright, the wheel is back to its place comparing how close it was to the fender before. The steering wheel slightly to the left side now. For fixing that, you need to take the car to the alignment shop. It will be just alignment without replacing any part. And that is how to replace lower control arm after having an accident like this. Hope the video was helpful and learned something new. If it was, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.